I burst out laughing. When you've got to be careful what we're saying now. In the bedroom scene where they have the rude awakening.
Yes.
And when I said, "Oh, can we just tweak that and do this?" And then I played it back. Oh, I just burst out laughing. It was absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
The following morning, Sandra jumped up in bed to the sound of a large cockerel perched on the end of the bed, squawking at the top of his voice. Santa jumped up also. What? Where did that come from? Shouted Sandra. The door's closed. Santa sat up, looking at the cockerel, who was busy fluffing up his feathers. Oh, well, you said last night you wanted an early morning call, so you could watch the sunrise. Well, it was supposed to be some songbirds chirping the dawn chorus, said Santa, pointing to the large noisy bird, still perched on the end of the bed. Well, do something! Get rid of it before it wakes everybody in the hotel, insisted Sandra. Then, with a poof, the cockerel disappeared, only to be replaced by a vulture. Let's recap how you became a writer, because it's a nice story. It involves kids.
Yeah. Desperation, really. When Chloe, our oldest, was the firstborn, so to speak. She'd be 2, 3. It's that long ago. I have a job to remember what I did last week, let alone 40 years ago. And you'd take it to bed, or June would mainly take it to bed. You'd have the bedtime story, and then it would be my turn, and you took her in and say, right, what story would you like tonight? And she'd have probably 4 favourites at the time, and she'd go blah de blah whatever, and you think, oh, okay then, and you'd be picking it up, and up here you'd be thinking, oh my God, no, not this, please, not this one. And it's really, really difficult to try and be upbeat and enthusiastic when you just want to cut your throat. But they were just they were just dire, everything I hate about children's books, Tinky Winky was going down to the shop, so he called at Curly Whirly and said, hello, Curly Whirly, I'm going down to the shops. Do you want to come with me to buy some sweeties? And you think, no, I don't. Go on your own and leave me alone.
So you actually became a writer of children's books because you didn't like children's books?
No.
No, but it is, you've actually thought, well, I could do a better job than this. And whereas a lot of people, and probably a lot of parents reading bedtime stories would leave it there, you went, I'm going to do it. So what was it that pushed you over the top and made you do it? You mentioned June. Was it her? Did she push you to do it? Or did you have this burning desire within?
It was just... well, you said it yourself, you think, oh my God. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't profess to be the best author in the world or the best author of children's books.
You are a very good author of children's books, Glyn, believe me. And we've done, what is it together now? Is it about 5? We've done 3 in this series. Then we've done Fart Man and we've done Grumps. That's 5, isn't it? Or is it more than that?
Was it 6?
Is it 6? Well, whatever it is, none of them have been duds. None of them have been, do you want to go to the shops, Tinky Winky? None of them, or Curly. None of them. They've all had an edge to them. An edge to them that grown-ups would enjoy and relate to while the kids are enjoying the story. They are excellent. So don't put yourself down. They are excellent. I've done lots of kids' books, a narration of them. I haven't written any, but I mean, I've narrated a lot of children's books, but yours are fine kids' books. Fine kids' books. Yeah, they're good.
Well, that was the intention when I wrote the first one. I thought it needs to be enjoyable for the person reading it.
Because they've got to perform it. It's a performance when you're reading a kid's book to a child. So they've got to be into it.
Yeah, so that was my reasoning behind it, to make it enjoyable, for me. If I'm enjoying it, that it will hopefully come across in the story to whoever's unfortunately having to listen to me.
And that first one, was that Santa's Disastrous Delivery? Was that the first one in this series that we're talking about now?
Like, it was actually Trevor the Tractor with the first
Trevor
one.
the Tractor, that's number 6. That's the 6th one I couldn't think of then. Yeah, so that's the 6th that we've done. It was Trevor the Tractor, that one.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So when did Santa appear on the scene in your storybook writing?
Well, that was again, we've spoken about it before. Going back to when I was a truck driver, and um, driving nights, and you well, you just get a lot of time to think on nights, because there's just you and the other idiot truck drivers. And we were coming up to Christmas, and when I were a lad, it was our thing. Christmas Eve, we'd leave a glass of sherry and a mince pie for Santa, and anyway, all these things go through your head, or they go through my head anyway. The way I'm wired up, and I thought, if Santa drank all this sherry that people leave, he must be in a hell of a state by the end of the night. And I thought about it for a bit, him staggering and falling about everywhere, and I thought, you can't write a children's book about a drunk Santa. and then as the evening went on, I thought, it's too good. It's too good a visualisation. I thought, he could be a complete and utter bumbling idiot. And
Without alcohol.
Yeah, that gave me the spark for the character, and yeah, it's gradually gone on from there. But yeah, he's a lot of fun to write, and the more ridiculous a situation you could think of, the better it gets.
We must say here, though, that the Santa that you write, he's not a bad Santa. And yes, he is a bumbling idiot, but he never comes from a mean-spirited place. He always comes from a place of, it's about the kids and doing the right thing and being a great Santa, but he just now and again gets things wrong, which is why you've cleverly balanced him by having the long-suffering Sandra as his partner, Sandra Claus.
Yeah.
Now, is she based on anyone in particular?
No, not really. Well, it's probably June putting up with me.
Okay, right.
But,
So you would. So in these stories, you would be Santa.
Yeah.
All right. Now, in the first one, it's all going on. It's Santa's Disastrous Delivery. Well, there'll be no spoilers, but it's on Christmas Eve, and the delivery doesn't go as planned. So he doesn't even nail the landing. I mean, it doesn't go that well. In the second one, it's when he gets back to home base at the North Pole. But in this one, Santa's Holiday, you take him way out of his comfort zone. You take him on holiday to Spain. He goes on a typical British package holiday to Spain. Where did that idea come from?
To be honest, I'm not sure. It's just you wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and you're trying to get back to sleep, and these ideas just come to you. And I thought that would just make a brilliant idea. Santa pretending not to be Santa, and at one point pretending to be Santa.
Yes, because all the way through he doesn't want to let on, because he wants to just get away and have a holiday. He wants to get away and not be Santa for the time he's on holiday.
He's under strict instructions from Sandra that he can't be Santa.
Right. But he always falls back, and I don't want to give too much away, but the sleigh and the reindeer make an appearance, and there's a lot of magic goes on, and a lot of it is unwelcome. And There are a lot of brand new characters in this one as well. It's because we've got the external characters that he bumps into, the taxi driver, the hotel manager, waiters and waitresses, different people who work there. Where did they all come from?
A lot of them. A lot of the people I've just observed. My great passion when I go on holiday, or if I just go out for say stop for a cup of coffee somewhere, is people. I love people watching, and a lot of the mannerisms, or perhaps just a sentence or a saying in a lot of the books will be something that I've seen or heard or somebody say. But the brain's gone dead now. The security bloke, Knuckles.
Yes.
The security bloke. He's a takeoff bloke I saw on holiday in Turkey 20 years ago, and I wanted a character for that particular situation, and straight away that fella came to me.
Right.
Just his character wrote, or just visualising him, I should say, wrote his character. Although I never spoke to him on holiday, just one of these people you avoided. But it's always stuck in my mind. And just a brilliant character. He suited the situation perfectly.
Now, obviously, I wasn't on that holiday in Turkey with you, so I had to get that character. And you said to me, "Think Arthur Mullard."
Oh yeah,
and that's kind of where I came to him from.
Yeah.
So he really was like that, this bloke.
Oh yeah.
And you made him the head of security, which is a job he shouldn't really have, being like the way he is. But you do that in your books, though. You often put people in jobs they shouldn't have.
Well, I always think that's where the slapstick comedy comes from.
Yeah. All right, so you've got the idea for Santa when you drive in the truck. You've been stealing bits of people's personalities for the characters. What is your writing process when you come to put it all together? What do? Do you have to set some time aside, or do you find the inspiration and you suddenly have to go and write? What is your process?
Well, I haven't done any for blimey weeks now, because life's a bit hectic at the minute. But I generally try to. Well, I wake up in the night and just a scene or a scenario will come to me that Santa will do this, or Knuckles would do this and cause some other confusion, and I end up with most of the book. I ended up with all these little different scenarios and scenes, and over a period of time, you think, well, yeah, that would work. So, and you think you have to try and put them into a time scale, and then write the story to stitch all these little ideas together.
Right, but so it flows.
A lot of the time, I'll start to write something, and then the idea will just come to me. You think, that'd be pretty. Now, if he did this, that would be brilliant.
And you get that while you're writing, so it's not like you've got it all fully formed in your mind and then you have to put it down. While you're putting it down, it's still coming.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll write. Excuse me. Yeah, I'll write a couple of sentences, and as I'm writing it, I think, oh, if this happened, this could, and it could do that, and it will go from this direction. It'll suddenly go off over there somewhere. It's it's all a bit chaotic and frantic and manic at times, but there is a system there, or I keep telling myself there's a system there.
I know when I'm reading it, narrating it, recording it, and it happened with this book like it does with all of yours, I find myself laughing out loud. And I have to stop recording and go back to the bit before I started laughing. Do you end up laughing when you're writing them?
Yeah, so it's usually when I read it back again, because you're that sort of focused on doing this and that, and you go back and just revise it, or perhaps read a scene again just to edit it or whatever, and it sounds a bit big-headed, but I often burst out laughing, and I often you I'll be sitting on the toilet thinking about it, and you think, I can't believe I wrote. Did I write that?
And what kind of feedback have you had from this one, from Santa's Holiday? Because this one is a bit of a departure from the last two. The last two, he is being Santa. And in this one, for a lot of it, he's trying not to be. And he's way, way out of his comfort zone. What kind of feedback have you had about this one?
Yeah, people love it because it is, like I say, there's so many. It's not just a Santa story. It's quite diverse in the characters and the situation. It's going down well. People, it's nice to say when people said that they did laugh out loud. That's a real thrill for me. I think, well, I'm doing my job properly.
Yeah. Oh, it was great fun to read. It was just lovely, as all of your books have been. How did you find the process of turning this one into an audiobook?
All right. Yeah, all right. Yeah. the more we work together, the easier it becomes. And we're getting to understand each other now, because I can say, can you tweak Knuckles to this or that, and then it's brilliant. One thing I did, I burst out laughing. When you've got to be careful what we're saying now. In the bedroom scene where they have the rude awakening.
Yes.
And viewers, that's not in any way.
No, it's not like that. It's
got a normal early morning call, should we say?
Yes.
When I said, "Oh, can we just tweak that and do this?" and then I played it. I just burst out laughing. It was absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
Right. Oh, that's good. Was this to do with a monkey, maybe?
After
was
that,
a parrot.
Before that.
I think I know the bit you mean. It's one we redid, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And there was one I actually used a sound effect in. Was it that?
That's the one.
Ah, that's it. Okay. Yeah, I don't normally use sound effects. I normally just read the words as they are on the page, but this one just seemed to, I thought I'll try it, and I found this sound and I thought, yeah, that's it.
Oh, that was great. I burst out laughing at that. That was just inspired. It was brilliant.
Oh, well, maybe we'll look out for that in the future if there's something, if we think a sound effect might lift it. I'm a bit reluctant in audiobooks to do too much of that kind of production stuff, because then it becomes more of a radio play rather than an audio book, and it's got to be about the writing, but in that case it sounds like I got it right. I'm glad that worked out well.
It was perfect, and it suited the situation perfectly. I wrote it and I burst out laughing. It was brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Oh, that is good. That is good. All right. Well, it's a lovely book. It's a very funny book. It takes Santa in a different direction, way out of his comfort zone. But when all is said and done, and no spoilers, but Santa uses his powers for the forces of good and not for evil, as usual. He is a superhero after all, let's face it. He's got magical powers. It's a great book. What's next for Glyn Davies?
We've got another one. I'm just trying to get it professionally edited at the minute, rather than me rambling through it and hoping I've got it right. That one's Elf Shed, I think. Have I sent you Elf Shed? Might have been time ago.
Oh, maybe, I don't know. I mean, was it about the time when we were doing Grumps? Was it then?
Ooh, no, it would have been after then.
Okay. Not sure as I don't think I've read Elf's Shed yet.
I may be thinking I've sent it to the publishers instead.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, and what's Elf Shed about? What have we got to look forward to in that?
That's another departure from the normal Santa stuff. It's probably akin to Grumps.
Because Grumps, I found, was more of a grown-ups book.
Yeah.
In fact, I think on my website, I think I've put Grumps in the comedy section rather than the children's. It might be in both, but
Yeah.
Santa goes in the children's section, but I'm pretty sure I've put Grumps and maybe even Fart Man in the comedy section of the website. So it's more akin to that, is it?
Yeah. It's all about again. It's based on my daughter buying this old Victorian farmhouse that we've spent months helping to renovate. In fact, which book was it? I was working there when we did one of these interviews.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And you.
It was a little shed, a little blue shed that was left in their garden. It was all completely overgrown, and when we cleared it all, there was this lovely little funny quirky shed about the size of a sentry box. If you can imagine a sentry box with a door on it, it was literally that. I mean, God knows what it was ever used for, because
it wasn't the Kazi, was it? I'm trying to picture it, and I'm like, who'd have a shed that's like a sentry box?
Yeah, it's a strange little thing.
In the back garden.
I was totally captivated with it. I thought it was brilliant. I would have kept it and turned it into a little mini beach hut.
Right.
But sadly it went. But
right, okay.
I kept thinking about this shed, thinking, what possible use? What on earth was that shed doing? Anyway, the idea came for this story, and it all revolves around people moving into this old farmhouse, and it's just the interactions people have with the shed, which has a secret. So,
wow.
Yeah, that was. It's more akin to a book, to a Grumps type book.
Okay. And what's that one going to be called? Again?
That's called Elf Shed.
Elf Shed. Okay, well, we'll look out for that. Right now, though, make sure you get it in time for Christmas. Santa's Holiday, the third in the Santa series. If you'd like to get hold of Santa's Holiday as an audiobook, there is a link in the description. Click on that. It'll take you through to Amazon, and you can download it there and enjoy it. Glyn Davies, it's always good to catch up with you. Continued success, and I'll talk to you again after Elf Shed becomes an audiobook. But right now, it's all about Santa's Holiday.
All right, brilliant.